Once there was a goose who floated midstream from the moment she woke to the moment she slept. Once there was a girl who knocked a spider into a river and was thus compelled to put a leaf between her teeth and swim far out into the current, holding her head above the stream to rescue it. Once there was a family gathered in a small backyard, and once there was a turtle on a log, and when the family and the turtle are mentioned one after the other, the turtle flops off its log and the members of the family laugh. Each such episode suggests a moment in an imaginable universe, or rather, each fills an imaginable and not, by our standards, unreal universe with its own uniqueness, and each uniqueness has staying power. Once there was a branch that fell into a stream, and the new patterns that swirled around it spelled a name that drifted downstream and disappeared around a bend, and no one ever spoke it nor knew whose it was. Once there was a detective on a bridge who longed to tell everyone everything he knew, and therefore he started running across the bridge as fast as he could. But isn't midnight intermittent? Or was that just a whispered 9? A snap of blown light low against the flank of a cow. A likeness of something numberless that only I, not knowing the sound, might know. It may have been howled by a circling dog being chastised, threatened by multiples of itself, in pursuit of the consolation of knowing that everything is real. It was real. I don't mean midnight, despite horizon, nipple, and fissure. I don't mean, and yet I do mean. A cowering animal, woven, real, flickers. Please pull over. Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard says knowledge precedes every act, but surely there are acts that are not preceded by knowledge. Repetitions pass at the door from summer to winter, some slowly, some quickly, total strangers. Never saw them before, can't picture them now. Umbrellas, strange totalities, upheld, wheeling. There once was a woman who waited for sleep, but it was away at war. Sleep didn't return. On the pillow there were only her own dark hairs. Each morning the sky was devastated by light. As soon as this was so, she left her bed without sleep. Sleep used to come for only a short space in time, but without illusion. Now there was only illusion, dreams and heads. This is already endless. The woman, panting, turns in her room thinking of sleep. Thousands of moths, raising dust from their wings, flutter and crawl over the glossy black surface of the sky, leaving pale smudges. Moths gather at a blind dream for settled sleeplessness. The woman remembers heat, the body of sleep, its chest, its breath. But sleep is at war. Sleep only embraces antagonists. Overlapping is all that lasts. The ghost of everything else occurs in a flash. Off in the distance, sleep roars. I've come to the right place, on the right road, in the right frame of mind. Or, I've come to the wrong place, on the wrong road, in the wrong frame of mind. Or, I've come to the right place, on the wrong road, in the right frame of mind. Or, I've come to the wrong place, you can see where this is going. I've come to the wrong or right place, on the wrong or right road, in the wrong or right frame of mind. But no problem, here I am. I've lived long enough that I'm now no more than a self-taught shred. Perhaps things are written in the stars, but I don't think so. And even if they are, I wouldn't know what they said. Shingles are dazzles on balsa houses. Some of this, by no means all of it, nor even the bulk of it, but some of this is weird scraps of language that come to me, like when I'm kind of wake me up. And that one was one of them. unfortunately a lot of garble, some of which is in this, also comes through. I guess it's like auditory or linguistic hallucination. I pamper myself by completing mundane tasks. I pose before the judge or the editor, but dogs leap out, and I am immediately apologetic and willing to pay even more than the thing is worth. I leave a big tip, which flaunts my empathy. Sentimental people wage war against numerous evils, and they count them. The count might come out 9 dead, 30 injured, and 100 sick, or there might be no one dead, but endless injustice. My empathies are banal. They are derivative and inconsequential. I want to succumb to the intoxicating bang, bang, bang of an action it is unwise to take. Its incongruity might be added to my account. It might serve as an accomplishment. But when I pose as the author, I'm sure to exaggerate. The boy in the warehouse has changed his name from Frank to Ungoverned Flame. He has numbed his lips to anything else. He weeps for arrows, though he draws up dogs. The boy in the warehouse never goes out. In his lemon tantrums, he calls for everything. There are fixed limits to his safety, and the dogs, gentle diesel communists, guard the stairwells. Dogs. Please amplify and clarify and do not simplify or fortify, because that's our job. We're going out there, mushrooms and spinach, the fire's raging, the child's been murdered, please eat some pudding, Joan lives on Joan Street, her house is yellow. House. I stand at the center of a demonstration on behalf of urban farmers. Dogs. To keep away ants, set the 4 legs of your bed in water and don't let the blankets touch the floor. House. The elderly can't afford to be frivolous. Communists. The people are not comfortable. Ungoverned Flame tunes his siren. There is nothing further than to discuss. Compromise is impossible. The warehouse fills with noise. Communists. All knowledge must be continually exacerbated, lest one feel nothing in response to the word house. House. A truck drives by and then goes up a waterfall. Barges follow upstream, carrying animals, 1 animal per barge, all headed for the slaughterhouse. Me. My mother and I have just rescued a horse which is now feeling very relaxed, although it has a bandage around its head. We pet it, and its swift, thick, previously belligerent white mane sways gently in the breeze. Horse. There may be some slight informal significance to this gesture, some social kindness intended. House. People should be encouraged to get up from their wooden chairs and talk to each other. So if you are carrying a beverage tray, hold it high. The boy in the warehouse, Ungoverned Flame, makes a sketch of the house in his journal of secret postures.